probably don't want to revisit this, but it looked like you did everything right on that play. You knew you weren't down, you got up, you were fighting for every extra yard. Did you just not see that guy coming from behind?
In my mind, I didn't do a good job of really protecting the ball. I was more so, trying to brace for the ground and like impact, which, isn't really what I should be working on, and I know that. And I'm definitely going to do a better job next time of, being aware of the football and really getting two arms over it, because, that's really the way to keep it secure. I had one arm, and I know I need to put two on that, especially in that space. So that's what I'm going to improve on next time. I knew he was there, but I just got to do a better job securing it.
Why do you think just the game unraveled like it did, and there was no kind of punch back from you guys? I know you guys were kicking off after the second half, which made it worse, but just why do you think it kind of just unraveled slowly like that?
It's hard to say because whenever games go on like that, it's a lot of like, what's going to be the next play to like, get it going. And momentum is real. Momentum's a real thing, and you really got to kill it. You got to find a way to kill the momentum, because it's not just like, oh, it gets the team going, but it gets you thinking, and it like slows you down a little bit. So I think we really just got to stick to our plays and really focus, because part of the reason that gets going is because, like, focus. You got to focus on what you're doing, clear out the noise. People are going to be booing, all that stuff. You just got to clear it out, do your job, and once you get a play going, and then you'll start getting it moving again.
What would you say to the fans who still believe in this team and are waiting for a breakthrough win?
We got, what was that? Our fifth game? We got 7 more, so we got a lot of weeks left. We're gonna keep playing, so all we could say is we're gonna continue to, do our best out there, and we understand your frustration, because we're frustrated too, and we know how you guys feel. Like, this is obviously not what we want to put out there as a team. So we're gonna go out there and try our best every single week, and we appreciate all the support we can get. Obviously there's frustration, and it's understandable. I am frustrated, as a player on the team. So we're just gonna do our best. That's all we can do.
Defense has a lot of young guys, freshmen, sophomores playing their first snaps. As a guy on offense going against them, what are they doing in practice that people may not see in the games that looks good on yours?
I think they're doing a good job of really communicating with like the coaches, because being a young guy that comes in, you don't have any experience. That doesn't mean anything besides that you just need to ask more questions. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be as good. It just means that you might not understand everything immediately, and that's okay, because they're out there, they're doing their reps, and they're asking questions. And every time they ask questions, that's them getting mental reps on top of like actual reps before games, and that's really all you can do. Just keep asking questions, keep fighting, and once you're out there, you got to do your best. Like, this is college. It's not like high school anymore. You got to wait for the big guys to go up and do their thing. Like, whoever's out on the field, you got to go. Like, that's what we expect. We expect you to go.
Going back to ignoring the noise, everybody has social media these days. Do you have to kind of remind the younger guys, hey, stay off it or anything like that, or it is what it is?
Yeah, everyone says to stay off social media, and I think that's a real thing, because we all know how dangerous it can be getting all that stuff, because I think some people fail to realize that as angry as you guys are, we're also angry, and all that extra stuff, some people can't handle it. And I think what would be a good idea for the young guys is like, just keep focusing on what you're doing. You got a lot of stuff going forward. Make sure to keep your mind keep the rails on the train. I don't know what that saying is, but just keep going. Like, you got to ignore it. People are going to be ruthless on the internet. There's not much you can do about that. There's not a lot of sympathy out there, but just ignore it. That's all you can do.
Jeremiah, you mentioned, getting focused and everything. Got Clemson, big opportunity coming here at home. Just how locked in is everyone going into this game?
We're as locked in as we can be. It's like I said before, just because of like what's been going on, it doesn't mean that the season is over. It doesn't mean that we're just gonna forfeit all the rest of our games. Like we're just gonna turn over and all that stuff. No, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna fight. We're home. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna give our best shot. We're gonna study them, see what their weaknesses are, see what their strengths are, and just go forward, one play at a time, just do our thing.
When you're
Couple
one,
final ones here, guys.
when you're 1-4, it's obviously tough to see Clemson on the schedule, but at the same time, if you see Clemson, it can be a huge win. Do you kind of look at it that way, that one win could be more than one win in this sense?
Yeah, I think I look at it just it's I wouldn't really say it's like the team because anything can happen with like any team, as we see in the game. We could be close with anyone. We can let anything slip away, or we could really just roll through. Like whatever happens, like you just got to do your best. Like, of course, another one would be great. We all want to win every single game, but I think we look at it just take care of business. We have to be able to take care of business and just put together some plays and come out with a win.
Just comment
more
on
here, guys.
the blocking aspect of your game and the importance to get a run game going.
Yeah, a good run game helps out with the pass game because if you don't have a good run game, everybody knows this. It's just gonna make the pass game struggle because they're gonna think, oh, we can just be light in the box and try to stop them from throwing the ball. So that's how important the run game is, and we all know that. Everybody in the world knows that. You gotta make sure you hammer in that run game because the run game is complementary football. You gotta have a
Yep.
good run game so you can have a good pass game and vice versa.